Welcome back. Today we are speed building two townhouses next to each other for two brothers. They're twins. Their names are Murphy and Rowan, and Murphy is more of a family-oriented sim. He has the soulmate aspiration, and Rowan is a serial romantic. So he is, kind of more of a bachelor or has a lot of different relationships. So I wanted them to kind of mirror each other and be very similar to each other in construction, and then the design is where we're going to differ. Also, you can see there's a crib on the corner there, and that generated when we had a baby when there was nothing on this lot, and it's stuck. So I can't move it. I don't think it'll go in with the build because it's not technically on the lot. That's why I can't remove it, but it will be there for this video. So we are just trying to figure out the floor plan here. I wanted to create kind of like a little entryway that leads into the living area. So there's where that'll be. And then we are going to have a bathroom on the first floor because I like to put a ton of bathrooms in my houses because the Sims always have to go to the bathroom at the same time, and then you don't have enough toilets and you're just kind of out of luck. So there are a total of 8 bathrooms in this sim, 8 full baths. Yeah, 3 upstairs and 1 downstairs, and then on both sides. So plenty of bathrooms. You could probably get that achievement where your sim has bladder failure on a lot with a certain number of toilets. But it is a 2-story. These are 2 stories tall, and they have balconies in the front and in the back. Not that I put anything on these ones, just on the back porch I put some things, but you can totally put stuff for your Sims out on these. Right now they are just decorative, more like a hangout space. So it was a struggle copying this room, so I just ended up putting it in myself. And then we put in a ton of columns for each of these balconies on the bottom and on the top. The roof will extend over it, so you don't have to worry about snow and stuff. So we are just going to put it across on each part of this, and then also a trim around the house just to, make it look nice. I feel like the balconies don't always look nice without a trim around them. There's just something about the bottom where the floor just ends that doesn't quite look right. So we are also going to put columns in the front here. So there's that. They were a little difficult to place without going up and down on the floors, but I got the hang of it. And that is going to be it for the balconies. Yeah, well, I guess that is going to be it for the balconies. Balconies, yes, I was going to say columns, but that's also not it for the balconies because there's another trim. But you get my point. I did have to create rooms here in order to put the trim around on the first floor, but that worked out. The next thing we are going to do is figure out exactly where the doors go, because I didn't want to figure out the second floor plan without figuring out where each door would go to the balconies and things. So those are the front doors right there. Also, I really waffle on the colors of some of these accents. I do use a lot of black and white on the outside of the house just to, complement that fence. I really liked that fence with the white in the middle and the black on the outline. So then we are figuring out the second floor plan, and it is going to have 3 bedrooms technically. I didn't always use the room as a bedroom, but you can. I did use one room as an office on both sides, and then 2 bedrooms on the left, and then a bedroom and a gym on the right. But we'll get to that in a second. The other thing that plagued me was this roof. because it is a little off center based on where I put the balcony. So the roofs don't line up perfectly, which was really irritating. But I know I could have changed the size of the balcony, but I didn't want to move all those columns again, so we just accepted that our roofs were going to be a little off. And we also painted them. And then we also put a roof trim on. I wanted it to be the thinner one because I wanted it to more match with the trim on the middle of the house rather than the like the bulky roof trim. I thought that was too much. So there is that. And then wallpaper. I do like this wallpaper. I don't know exactly what kind of vibe I was going for. It was like almost farmhouse, but not quite. Um, but I did change the coloring of the doors and things and the windows because I wanted the windows to be a certain color. I really liked those ones, and they only came in really not limited swatches. The swatches were fine, but when I coupled them with what I wanted to do here, I just needed it to be this darker swatch. So I also changed the doors to be darker. And again, it is just the same on both sides construction wise. All of the actual foundational parts are going to be the same in every aspect. So there's that. And then, yep, just little windows for the bathrooms. And actually, on the second floor, all of the bathrooms are the same bathroom. So I just copied and pasted the bathroom. They're all, I think, 3 by 3. But, I wasn't going to make a big fuss over different types of bathrooms. Anyway, we are now adding in the doors. And I actually decided over here to create 2 bathrooms right there. One is going to be to a bedroom, and one is going to kind of be out to the hallway, and then that back room is going to be the office. And again, if you want 3 bedrooms, you can always change that and remove that furniture. But we are just adding in doors right now. Also, the master has its own bathroom. And then we are going to go samesies on the walls as well, the wall colors. And I tried to use a couple of different patterns, some fun looking wallpapers. I really like that beehive one. I think that's fun. And then all the bathrooms get the, I think it's Jungle Adventure from the Jungle Adventure pack wallpaper. But that is it on the wallpapers. We are now moving on to the flooring. So I am just going to choose this white wood for most of the house except for the bathrooms. I didn't want to put carpet. Instead, I put rugs in the different rooms as well. And then chose a tile for the bathroom. So I'm just coloring that in right now. And yeah, so that is that on the bathroom and rest of the house flooring situation. And we're just adding in those tiny little lights just to make some visibility, and there will be more lights being added in the future, but we are going to start in the back here with the kitchens. The kitchen again on the left is a more family style kitchen, and the kitchen on the right includes a bar. So you can kind of see the contrasting personalities of the 2 Sims that are going to own these houses. Actually, the one on the left, he already has a fiance, so they will be having kids soon. And there is a big island in the center of this kitchen, enough to seat quite a few Sims, and also a stove on the island. And on the right side, we are going to use a black counter and then have a island with plenty of seating with a bar in it. So that is how that's going to look. It actually took me a while to figure out which cabinet piece was the end piece, but I got it. And then we added in these chairs and just some decorations. I wanted to, kind of create a almost more industrial vibe in here. I put up that wall sculpture and um, just wanted it to be very indicative of this guy's personality. I was also hoping to get one of these like racks in this kitchen, but it just couldn't fit because I couldn't bring the island one more square over to put it up against the wall, and I couldn't put it up against a corner on the other side with the cabinets, so it just did not work out. As you can see, I'm still trying to find some kind of alcoholic sculpture, but it just doesn't really work out. So we add in the fridge and the stove over here, sink, decorations. I do have a fire extinguisher there because, Sims like to start fires. So there's that, and I love to put that little dish rack next to sinks. I just think it goes so well, and you know, I like a dish rack. And of course, we are going to turn on objects on because move objects on because I really can't get through a build without it. So the curtains just wouldn't go where I wanted them to go. But we are going to now be decorating the other side, the other kitchen. And it is, again, very white, white trash can, white chairs, double silver sinks. And then I chose a fun color for the stove. And we put some lighting over the island, again, on the other side as well. But then the fridge and just some decorations. But that really rounds out this side on the kitchen because I've used up all the space here and have now run out. So I'm just looking for some more decorations. I think I just put a couple potted plants in here. I love these flowers. Love those ones with the pink. They look so good. And then I was just trying to find some curtains that would go. Again, not really great, but I have such a struggle with curtains. It's like unreal, the struggle I have with curtains. But anyway, I okay, this is just going to be sad and embarrassing where I wanted to do one of those those sinks where the bowl is like on top of the counter and I can't figure out how to get it to work. Like I even brought them up higher than the counter, like showing the yucky parts. So like first I did this where I was like, I don't think this is gonna work because it's too low. Like you can still see the counter. So then I moved it up again and still he didn't want to use it. So I was like, okay, forget it. This is just a terrible idea. I'm just gonna stop there and instead just use some regular sinks because it is, so out of my purview here. And I am just going to put some plants up here, a little soap dispenser, just some fun things to decorate. I do like this thing. I like putting this thing in counters. I think it looks good. I think so. So, then we are going with the toilet and a shower. I know that a shower on the first floor isn't typical, but I feel like my Sims need it because they're always having to need the bathroom in some way, and you know, it's just trouble. So, plenty of showers, plenty of toilets. And I did duplicate that on both sides because honestly, bathrooms, nobody cares about bathrooms. So, we are working on the dining room on the left here and just putting those fun lights over it. I think that's from the movie Hangout stuff. That's what I want to say. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. Um, so we are just decorating the walls a little bit. These butterflies are so pretty. And I just kind of wanted to almost give like light kind of fairy tale vibe to this room with the butterflies and the cute lights and also I really wanted to put in that fondue thing really bad. Like I made it work. We needed it. I just really think we needed it. I don't know if I've ever used it in game before, but I will now. Because look at it. It's beautiful. And I'm so interested in it. So we are going to do that in my next Let's Play. And yeah, I had curtains are just the bane of my existence. I didn't want there to be a hole in the middle there, so I ended up putting in that light curtain rod thing there. So that is what we did on that. And then a nice rug. I really like the swatches on that rug as well. And then we moved into this room, and so this room was a little different. Instead of a regular dining table, we used a what do you call it? Like a high top? Is that what it's called? Where the table is tall and you need like bar stools on it. So that's what we did there. And then we put a little fireplace in the corner there with a couple of chairs and a statue, just because, we don't need to be as family oriented on the side and can kind of just do whatever eclectic taste that we want. So there's that. I'm not sure that that curtain won't catch on fire. You never know. So there's that. But now, living rooms. We are going to add a fireplace on this side as well. So there is a fireplace on both sides, but this one is in the living room instead of the dining room. I know that that doesn't make sense structurally, but a fireplace is a decor item here, and we're pretending that chimneys don't exist. So really not a problem for us. And we just add a mirror over top. I couldn't add a mirror. Like you can't move. I can't move the mirrors up and down. I don't know what the deal is. So I did just put a little curtain on top of the mirror to hide the fact that it's just a mirror. And then we added the curtains. I know these don't quite match because those other ones are off-white, but I don't really have any other options. So this is what we went with. We're pretending that matches. And then this living room is going to have a TV over by the window. Actually, both of them are going to have TVs by the window. And this really cool, I think it's My First Pet Stuff coffee table where there's like an aquarium inside. Love that. So we are going to do that. And I had to resist from using too much pink furniture, but that's okay. And of course, the first thing my Sims did when I let them free was come over here and sit here and watch TV. So I think that this room turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. And then we just add some decorations. And then I did want the guy on the left to have a cat, so I added in some cat items and actually moved the stereo over there so that we could put a bigger cat tree up against the wall here and a litter box in the bathroom. And then some toys. Unfortunately, you can't just like drag the toys into the box right away, so I had to put them on the floor, but I will be moving those shortly. And a rug. So that is pretty much it for that living room. And then we're going to move on to the other living room where you walk in. There's a little display case there. And this one is also going to have a TV and a couple of chairs, like a love seat, and then a like bubble blowing station as well. So that is what is going to go on the left here, and it is pink as well because we like pink. So we are going in with the chairs. We use those funky like cutout ones, so I like that. And then we use the same TV setup as on the other side, but then add in a few more decorations, another lamp, and another chair there. It was kind of hard to decide on the lamp because then I was like, oh, well, the lamp on the other side might look better on this. And anyway, so here we are. Um, and then I was trying to decide on what activity item, and then we decided on the bubble blowing station or whatever that is. And I wanted it to make sure that it didn't block the doorway. I was a little worried about that, but good thing it does not. So we are now going to move into the entryway. Again, just like a little couch and a plant, just nothing too special. We do want to, just make it basic. You don't really do much in an entryway. Little runner carpet. And then I forgot to color the foundation, so there's that. We're just doing that really quick. Oh, you know what? This is the part where my dad was like, "Hey Meg, come look at this this guy on the car TV show that has all these markers. So I walked away for a second. I have my computer set up in my dining room, so there is a lot of distraction. But yes, guy on the right side, which is now the left side, has a jacuzzi. Family on the other side has a jungle gym, and then just some planters, and then a little place to sit on both sides. This one has a little table with two chairs, and on the other side we have a picnic table. I love the Snowy Escape picnic table. I just love all the Snowy Escape things that have the like fur draped over them or whatever it is. But anyway, so we are now on the upstairs, and we are just going to put a carpet in this um, like hallway and a plant before moving on to the bathrooms. Again, I'm just going to make one bathroom, and then I'm going to copy it five times. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, 5 times. We are just going to copy it. And I actually was planning on only copying it once, but then I was like, might as well just copy it again and again because it was going to be all the same stuff, just in a different location. I had to make sure to find all of the extra windows and doors, which I don't find right away, and then end up seeing them a little later, and then we take them out, so that is good. And the offices. The office on the left is, um, just pretty standard, a bookshelf, a desk, a chess table. Nothing terribly exciting there. The office on the right side is a little bit different. We have I was going to use this desk and it really doesn't match, so I ended up not using that in the end, but we do have a bookshelf and an easel and the desk. And then I turned the extra bedroom on this side into a home gym. So that is what I did there, just because he's a bachelor and he doesn't plan on having any kids, so he has an extra bedroom and he wants to use it to um, exercise. So there's that. And again, just the computer, the desk, etc., etc. Then we move into the kids' room. I put in these fun curtains. These are my favorite curtains out of all the curtains. I love them so much. And then a couple of bassinets and a couple of toddler beds and a high chair and what else for kids? A toy chest, a big stuffed animal. So that's that on that room. I am planning on having him have twins. That's why I did put two of everything. And then we are headed into the master bedrooms, which is the last part of this. So a nice big bed. I love the stained glass on the Realm of Magic beds. I really, really do. So then we are going to add in a mirror and actually a fireplace in this room, along with one of the Get Famous closets, I think it is. Wow, I know a lot more about these packs than I think I do, unless I'm totally wrong about everything that I'm saying, but which, is a possibility. So next we are going into this bedroom. It's a little more streamlined, and we have the rack of clothing instead of a closet type, but we do have a vanity, and then I realized that I have all these extra doors and windows in the bathrooms, so I had to fix that. But I do fix that right here, and then make sure everything is right with the doors and the windows. Probably if I had move objects off, that wouldn't have happened, but you win some, you lose some. So that kind of wraps up what we're doing here. I add in then the mailboxes and the trash cans and call it good. So we are headed into screenshots. Here we go. Front of the house. There are the Sims walking into the house. Here's the back. And there is plenty of space still to do stuff and reorganize if you'd like. There they are watching the TV, like I said. And yeah, so this is the left side that we're looking at first with the cat stuff and the family stuff. So I really like that. I love this wallpaper. And I don't usually decorate on walls that can't be seen with half walls up because that's how I play. But if you would like to, again, and however you want to do with the extra bedrooms. Also, I'm not going to show you the same picture of the same bathrooms 8 times, so we're just, pretending that didn't happen. So, here we are on the right side. And if you would like to see what happens with these two Sims, they are in the Clark Legacy that I am playing. And my next video will be a Let's Play in this house. So if you are interested in that, you are welcome to check it out and join us. So I will catch you guys next time.